Welcome to the channel. I'm a doctor, and today I'll talk about 11 vital nutrients most people over 60 are missing and how to get them. The biological transition that occurs after the age of 60 is one of the most complex shifts in the human life cycle. It is a period where the efficiency of the internal machinery begins to prioritize maintenance over growth, yet the metabolic pathways required for that maintenance often become less effective. In the medical landscape of 2026, we have come to realize that much of what was previously labeled as the inevitable decline of aging is actually a state of chronic subclinical malnutrition. Most individuals in this age bracket are not starving in the traditional sense, but they are missing vital micronutrients that serve as the catalyst for every cellular process from DNA repair to cognitive function. To understand how to navigate this period with vitality, we must look at the 11 specific nutrients that are most frequently depleted and understand the biological reasons why the aging body struggles to retain them. The first and perhaps most critical nutrient is vitamin B12, which serves as the primary guardian of the neurological system. Vitamin B12 is essential for the maintenance of the myelin sheath, which acts as the insulation for your nerves. Without this insulation, electrical signals in the brain and body become slow and erratic. For those over 60, the primary hurdle is a condition known as atrophic gastritis, which involves a thinning of the stomach lining. This thinning results in a decrease in the production of hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor, both of which are required to unlock B12 from animal proteins. Consequently, a senior may be eating plenty of meat, but their body remains in a state of deficiency. This often manifests as brain fog, memory loss, or a tingling sensation in the hands and feet. In 2026, the recommended strategy involves moving toward fortified foods where the B12 is already in a free form, or utilizing sublingual drops that bypass the digestive system entirely to ensure the brain remains sharp and the nerves remain protected. Closely related to neurological health is the second vital nutrient, vitamin D, which is more accurately described as a prohormone rather than a simple vitamin. Vitamin D regulates over 200 genes and is the primary driver of calcium absorption. The challenge for those over 60 is twofold. First, the skin contains fewer precursor molecules to convert sunlight into the active form of the nutrient, and second, the kidneys become less efficient at converting that precursor into its final usable state. This deficiency creates a silent crisis in bone density, leading to osteomalacia and an increased risk of life-altering fractures. Beyond bone health, vitamin D is a major regulator of the immune system. To reclaim this nutrient, one must look toward fatty fish and UV-exposed mushrooms. But for most seniors in the modern era, a high-quality supplement is a biological necessity to maintain the skeletal framework and immune resilience required for longevity. The third nutrient is magnesium, which acts as a master regulator for over 300 biochemical reactions. Magnesium is responsible for maintaining a steady heart rhythm, regulating blood pressure, and allowing muscles to relax after contraction. Most people over 60 are missing this mineral because the kidneys begin to excrete it more rapidly as they age, and many common medications like diuretics for blood pressure or proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux further strip the body of its magnesium stores. A lack of magnesium often presents as insomnia, muscle cramps, and a general sense of anxiety. To fix this, one should focus on magnesium-rich seeds and leafy greens, but the use of magnesium glycinate has become a standard recommendation in 2026 because it is highly absorbable and helps to calm the nervous system before sleep without causing digestive distress. The fourth nutrient is potassium, which works in a delicate balance with sodium to regulate fluid levels and blood pressure. Most seniors are missing potassium because their diets have shifted toward processed or canned foods, which are high in salt and low in fresh plant matter. Potassium is an electrolyte that allows the heart to beat and the muscles to move. When it is missing, the risk of stroke and kidney stones increases significantly. Reclaiming potassium requires a return to whole foods like avocados, sweet potatoes, and white beans. It is important to note that potassium works best when the body is well hydrated, as the two are intrinsically linked in the management of cellular energy. Fifth on the list is calcium, which remains the primary building block of the skeletal system. While the need for calcium is well known, the ability to absorb it drops significantly after 60, especially in women following the decline of estrogen. The risk is not just brittle bones, but a condition where the body steals calcium from the skeleton to support heart and nerve function. However, in 2026, we have learned that calcium must never be taken in isolation. To get calcium into the bones effectively, it must be paired with vitamin K2, which acts as a guide to keep the mineral out of the arteries and inside the bone matrix. Sources like yogurt, sardines with bones, and fortified greens are excellent, but the coordination with other fat-soluble vitamins is what truly ensures its efficacy. The sixth nutrient is omega-3 fatty acids, which are the essential fats that make up a large portion of the human brain and retina. These fats are highly anti-inflammatory and are crucial for maintaining the flexibility of cell membranes. Most people over 60 do not consume enough oily fish to meet their requirements, leading to dry eyes, joint stiffness, and accelerated cognitive decline. Since the body cannot produce these fats, they must be sourced from the diet. Wild-caught salmon, walnuts, and algae oils are the primary vehicles for these nutrients. In the 2026 health model, omega-3s are viewed as the primary fuel for the aging brain, helping to prevent the neuroinflammation that is often at the root of cognitive impairment. Seventh is fiber, which is the non-digestible part of plants that feeds the gut microbiome. As we age, the digestive tract often becomes sluggish, and many seniors shift towards soft, refined carbohydrates that are easy to chew but devoid of fiber. This leads to chronic constipation and a microbiome that is out of balance, which in turn affects the immune system and mood. To get enough fiber, one must look toward lentils, raspberries, and oats. High fiber intake is also linked to better blood sugar regulation, which is vital for preventing the metabolic syndromes that become more common in the later decades of life. The eighth vital nutrient is protein. While often thought of as a macronutrient, the amino acids derived from protein are the building blocks of every enzyme and muscle fiber in the body. Seniors face a condition called sarcopenia, which is the natural loss of muscle mass. Ironically, while seniors need more protein to trigger muscle synthesis than younger people, they often eat less of it due to a reduced appetite. To maintain independence and strength, those over 60 must aim for high-quality protein sources like eggs, Greek yogurt, and lean meats at every meal. Distributing protein intake throughout the day is the most effective way to ensure the body remains in an anabolic state of repair rather than a catabolic state of breakdown. Ninth is vitamin B6, which is essential for over 100 enzyme reactions involved in metabolism and immune function. Most people over 60 are missing B6 because their absorption rates decline, and many medications for arthritis or Parkinson's disease interfere with its utilization. A lack of B6 can lead to a weakened immune system and a higher susceptibility to infections. Chickpeas, tuna, and fortified cereals are reliable sources, but maintaining a healthy gut is also key to ensuring that whatever B6 is consumed is actually absorbed and put to work in the body's defense systems. The 10th nutrient is zinc, which is a trace mineral that plays a massive role in wound healing and the maintenance of the senses. Many seniors find that their sense of taste and smell begins to fade, which is often a direct result of zinc deficiency. When food no longer tastes good, seniors often lose interest in eating or oversalt their food, both of which lead to further health complications. Zinc is found in oysters, beef, and pumpkin seeds. By maintaining adequate zinc levels, seniors can protect their sensory enjoyment of life and ensure that their immune system remains capable of responding to environmental stressors. The 11th and most overlooked nutrient is water. While not a micronutrient in the traditional sense, water is the medium in which all other nutrients travel. The thirst mechanism in the brain becomes less sensitive with age, meaning many seniors are chronically dehydrated without even knowing it. This leads to confusion, urinary tract infections, and kidney strain. To get enough hydration, one must not wait for thirst, but rather sip water, herbal teas, and consume water-rich foods like cucumbers and melons throughout the day. Hydration is the invisible nutrient that allows the other 10 to function properly. The integration of these 11 nutrients into the daily life of someone over 60 requires a move away from the convenience of processed foods and toward a strategy of nutrient density. Every bite must count toward the goal of maintenance and repair. By understanding the biological hurdles of the aging body, such as reduced stomach acid and skin sensitivity, we can take proactive steps to bypass these issues. Whether it is choosing fortified foods for better B12 absorption or pairing calcium with K2 for better bone health, the 2026 approach to aging is one of empowerment and biological precision. Furthermore, we must address the psychological impact of nutritional status. A well-nourished body supports a well-nourished mind. Many of the mood swings and episodes of depression seen in the senior population are actually the results of B vitamin or magnesium depletion. When the body has the raw materials it needs, the nervous system remains stable, and the individual is better equipped to handle the stresses of life. This creates a virtuous cycle where physical health leads to mental clarity, which in turn allows for better dietary choices and social engagement. In the final assessment, the goal of reaching age 60 and beyond is not merely the absence of disease, but the presence of vitality. This vitality is built on the foundation of these 11 vital nutrients. By focusing on whole nutrient-dense foods and utilizing targeted supplementation when necessary, we can ensure that the later decades of life are lived with strength and purpose. The medical community is finally acknowledging that we are not just what we eat, but what we absorb and utilize. By reclaiming these missing nutrients, you are reclaiming your right to a long, vibrant, and healthy life. The path to health is through the quiet and consistent implementation of these nutritional truths. Your body is a resilient system, and when provided with the correct fuel, it is capable of remarkable things, even in its most mature years. To truly meet the needs of the senior community, we must also consider the role of the gut microbiome in nutrient absorption. The trillions of bacteria living in the digestive tract play a key role in synthesizing certain B vitamins and improving the uptake of minerals like magnesium and zinc. A diet high in diverse fibers and fermented foods like kefir or sauerkraut supports these beneficial bacteria. In 2026, we view the gut as the second brain and the primary gatekeeper of nutritional health. If the gut environment is unhealthy, even the best diet will fail to provide the nutrients the body needs. Therefore, the strategy for those over 60 must include a focus on gut health as the foundation for overall nutrient absorption. The role of inflammation must also be mentioned. Chronic systemic inflammation, often referred to as inflammaging, is a driver of many age-related diseases. Nutrients like omega-3s, vitamin D, and various antioxidants found in colorful vegetables act as natural anti-inflammatories. By flooding the body with these nutrients, we can dampen the fire of inflammation and protect our organs from premature wear. This proactive approach to nutrition is the cornerstone of geriatric medicine in the modern era. It moves us away from a model of reactive care and toward a model of preventative wellness. As we look toward the horizon, the promise of nutritional science is one of liberation. We are no longer victims of our genes or our age. We have the tools to influence our biological trajectory through the foods we choose and the nutrients we prioritize. This empowerment is the greatest gift of the 2026 Health Update. It encourages seniors to be the architects of their own vitality and to live their lives to the fullest. Whether you are 60, 70, or 90, the need for these 11 nutrients remain constant. They are the essential building blocks of a life well lived. In conclusion, the 11 vital nutrients are the keys to unlocking a healthy and active future. By paying attention to B12, vitamin D, magnesium, potassium, calcium, omega-3s, fiber, protein, B6, zinc, and water, you are covering the entire spectrum of human biological needs. You are supporting your brain, your heart, your bones, and your immune system. You are ensuring that your body remains a strong and reliable vessel for your wisdom and your experiences. Take the time to evaluate your diet and make the changes necessary to fill these nutritional gaps. Your future self will thank you for the care and the attention you provide today. The journey to a better you starts with a single nutrient-dense meal and a commitment to lifelong health. Reclaim your vitality and enjoy the long, vibrant life you were meant to live. The silent revolution of nutrition is yours to embrace, and the results will be evident in the strength of your body and the clarity of your mind every single day. The final word on this nutritional journey is one of consistency. The body does not require perfection, but it does require a steady and reliable supply of these materials. Small daily choices add up to massive long-term results. By choosing an avocado over a bag of chips, or a piece of salmon over a processed meal, you are making a profound statement about your value and your future. These 11 nutrients are your allies in the quest for a vibrant life. Use them wisely and let them support you in everything you do. The 2026 update is your roadmap, and the destination is a life of health, energy, and joy. Move forward with confidence and let the power of nutrition transform your world from the inside out. Your heart, your brain, and your bones are the pillars of your existence, and these nutrients are the mortar that holds them together. Build a strong foundation, and you will weather any storm that comes your way. This is the truth of aging in the modern era, and it is a truth that belongs to you. Embrace it and thrive for many years to come. Beyond the immediate biological benefits of these nutrients, we must consider the profound impact they have on our social and emotional well-being as we age. When we maintain optimal levels of vitamin B12 and omega-3 fatty acids, we are not just protecting our neurons. We are preserving our ability to engage in complex conversations, remember the names of our grandchildren, and stay connected to our communities. Social isolation is one of the greatest risks to longevity, and by staying nutritionally sharp, we ensure that the cognitive barriers to social interaction are kept at bay. A well-nourished brain is a more resilient brain, capable of processing the nuances of emotion and the joys of human connection with clarity and depth. Furthermore, the physical independence afforded by adequate protein, vitamin D, and calcium cannot be overstated. The ability to move freely, to garden, to walk in the park, and to take care of one's own home is a fundamental component of human dignity. When we prioritize these nutrients, we are investing in our future autonomy. We are ensuring that we remain the masters of our own lives rather than becoming dependent on others for basic physical tasks. This sense of agency is vital for mental health, as it fosters a feeling of competence and self-worth that is often stripped away by the conventional narrative of aging. In the 2026 approach to geriatric care, we also emphasize the importance of flavor and culinary enjoyment as a nutritional strategy. When we use zinc to protect our sense of taste and keep our hydration levels high, we make the act of eating a source of daily pleasure rather than a chore. This culinary joy encourages us to explore a wider variety of whole foods, further diversifying our nutrient intake and supporting a robust gut microbiome. It turns the kitchen into a laboratory of health where every herb and spice added to a meal provides a new layer of protection for the heart and mind. Ultimately, the commitment to these 11 vital nutrients is a commitment to the quality of your life's final chapters. It is an acknowledgement that your body is a vessel for a lifetime of wisdom, and that this vessel deserves to be maintained with the highest level of care. By filling these nutritional gaps, you are not just adding years to your life. You are adding life to your years. You are choosing to be an active, vibrant, and present participant in the world for as long as possible. The transition into the later decades should be a time of peak wisdom and physical capability, fueled by the quiet power of a nutrient-dense diet and the steady implementation of these biological truths. Embrace this path and thrive.